week in gaming. PS5 gets a price increase in America, and Gamescom showed off some new exciting trailers. This is the Nerd Cave News, and I'm one of your hosts, Zach Dykes, joined by my good friend and co-host, Derek Daniel. How's it going, Derek?
It's been going well, man. Been busy time. I've worked. I had an off day yesterday, but I worked both weekend days just because of how the schedule played out, so I could be here on certain days and whatnot. But spoiler alert: I haven't been able to play anything because my off day. My sister's been visiting from Maryland, so she flies back tomorrow. But we wanted it all worked out to get together last night to one last dinner before she went back.
Yeah.
So, but haven't been able to play anything this week, but it's okay. I've been having other responsibilities to do.
I totally understand that, man, because I too have not played anything.
Hey, there you go.
Not even solo leveling Rise. I've just been.
Oh wow, you didn't play it on your plane ride?
No, dude. I literally, I don't like planes.
Fair enough.
Like, it's okay. Like, I'll take some Dramamine. It's getting easier because I am flying more than I've ever flown. But yeah,
it's like riding a bike. The more you do it, the easier it gets.
Exactly. But guys, let us know how you're doing in the comments below. Joe, I'm glad to see you here, man. I've definitely been missing you, buddy. Yes, Amy. Yeah, I agree. It's been a crazy week. And I'm glad that the weekend is almost here because I am dragging, dude, and not like a dragon.
No.
I'm dragging, like,
yeah.
Whew. But it's gonna be a good show, everybody, because we got a lot of cool stuff that we're gonna be talking about, discussing. We got a lot of trailers that we're gonna be watching tonight.
It was just gonna be the Gamescom special, but then another story popped up that we need to talk about. But I trimmed it down because Gamescom had a lot to show on opening night live, and I just trimmed it down to the top 10 that spoke to us because not to get in, just to cut out the fat here. There was a lot of minutia. Like some of it, it wasn't all bad, but it was very niche stuff, like stuff that only certain sects would enjoy. So I'm just I trimmed a lot of the fat, and these are the ones that I think we all would enjoy to watch.
Yeah, there's one on there that I was kind of disappointed that you didn't put on there, but I was like, whatever. It's definitely a more of a niche thing. It's the train, like Tony Hawk Jet Set Radio game.
Oh, it was probably. I probably didn't look at that one. I'll be honest with you.
It's like an indie kind of game or whatever. But
I did include one indie game on there, so
you did. I was like, yeah, maybe we'll talk about that. But it's
bad.
cool. Dude,
you could do your own separate reaction, Zach. It's okay.
Here's my reaction. If you want to check out reactions, guys, you can check out my reaction to episode 2 of Kaiju number 8. There's going to be more reactions soon. I wanted to record this week, but I've been literally all over the place.
You'll react more when you're not being Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. I was down there with Pitbull. I literally, the guy that I went to meet down there, his neighbor, which he's really good friends with, has Pitbull at her house, has parties and all of that with Pitbull.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm just.
I thought you meant they were about to have Pitbull the dog, and you thought it was actually Pitbull the rapper.
Yeah, dude. If Pitbull would have walked in, I would have been so happy.
Yeah,
I would have been so happy. I love Pitbull. Joe says for me too, my heart issues have popped up again, so with that, I had to give up my Chick-fil-A job and sick with the IT job. Future is uncertain, but we're in God's hands. Man, I hate to hear that, bro. And we'll definitely be keeping you in our prayers because God's got you, man. God's got you. And we're here for you as always, man. So, but I'm glad that you're here. Hopefully we can make tonight an amazing night for you. Getting to hear all the cool stuff, and I don't know if Derek is frozen or what, or unmoving. I think he's frozen, guys. We're going to let him go. Bring him back. He's not there. The cold never bothered me anyway. Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go. We're back. We got
Yeah.
Derek back, y'all.
I don't know who that was. I didn't know who that was. If that was me or you.
On my end, I was totally fine. So I
Yeah,
don't know, bro. I don't
probably.
know.
Dude, you want to know the crappy part is? So my mom and sister came up Sunday. They were shopping up here, so we had dinner. And I get this notification from Spectrum, like when outages happen, and it's like, oh, there's a power outage out. I didn't think nothing of it, and I'm just like, I just thought it was like, I read it as I thought it was like an internet outage. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Then I come up and I at like the other entrance to my complex, I see like fire trucks, police. I'm like, huh, that's weird. And then I see nothing has power, and I'm just like, bro, like I got home around 7. They said, oh, maybe by 8:45 kicks in. Is like now it won't be up till 10:30, and I had to be at work like at 6 o'clock the next day, or 6 or something. I had to be there early, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go out in my car where there's AC, and like so I was in my car, and then finally came back at 11 o'clock, and I'm just like, well, going to bed.
Well, Steve Austin, are you talking about Stone Cold?
Ain't no way.
I'm not seeing any.
You got to be careful with stuff like that, man, because they do satirical.
Or are you talking about Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yeah,
That, like, Hulk, yes, that lines up with Hulk Hogan, but Steve Austin, he's still alive.
yeah.
Well, guys, we hope that you're doing well tonight. Like we said, what you playing? We haven't been playing anything. What you're watching, though, we got a lot more stuff that we've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was Hulk Hogan. Yeah. You know, he's definitely had a interesting and troubled past, but I'm glad that he did make things right near the end and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen Chit, Derek, on TikTok?
Mm-mm. Probably. Maybe I have. I just maybe don't know
What is wrong with you, Derek?
a lot of things. But
Yeah, I know. Speaking of TikTok, everybody. Speaking of TikTok and social media and short form video content, I have started editing. I talked a little bit about this on Tuesday, but I have started editing shorts for Kind of Funny Games. So, thank you, sir. So I'm excited because that has been a
lifelong dream.
very, very long dream since 2015.
I mean, they only inspired you to do the Nerd Cave. You know what I mean? Like nothing serious at all.
And so excited. I put out 3 shorts with them, and they're crushing. So y'all go support those. If y'all want to know which ones, they're the ones that have the more views in the last like 2 or 3 days.
One including where like beating out one with Cisco on it. Just, humble brag.
So I'm excited and looking forward to where that is going to go. But go check them out. Go support them. Because
just remember the people that helped you along the way. Don't forget the little people.
Oh yeah, well I'm freelancing, so
I know. But I'm saying when you hit it big,
when I hit it big, y'all, I'm definitely
speaking into existence, not if, when.
Yeah, exactly. Well, everybody, go check out Kind of Funny Games over on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. They're putting out a lot of cool content. If you like this show, they do it every day. All right.
Random question, just side note. Do you have a random buzzing? Because maybe it's just on my end, but I have a random buzzing coming through my earphones.
Hold on. I do. Is it better now?
Nope, I still have it on my end. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Huh. Let's try this. Is it better now?
Uh-oh. Oh, nope, and it's back.
We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Joe says, I finally played Mario Odyssey and beat it. Currently working on 100%.
Let's
100%'s
go.
hard. 100%'s hard on that
It
game,
is.
but it's a great one.
Especially all the power moons.
What did you say?
Especially all the power moons.
Man, I ain't getting anything. Hold on.
Wouldn't be a Nerd Cave live production if we didn't have some technical difficulties.
I don't know what this
buzzing is. I don't know. It'll be okay. We'll deal with it.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know if it's coming on. If you hear a buzzing on your end, guys, then we definitely have to figure out. But if it's not, we'll just probably roll with it.
Yeah. You'll let us know if you're getting a buzzing. Not sure what's going on. But hey, that's neither here nor there, as long as it's not affecting y'all. Right. I hear a buzzing.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well. Okay, how about now? Did that fix it? Do you hear buzzing? I'm not hearing it.
I still hear it.
I'm not hearing anything now. Still there.
Woof.
Derek, unplug your mic and plug it back in and see if that'll fix it.
All right.
Guys, we hope that you're doing great. I'm turning into a beat. Maybe I turn my mic down. I don't know. I don't know where Derek. Whoa, Dan, what's up, my man? Hope you're doing well, bro. Guys, welcome to the Nerd Cave News, where each and every week we take you on the journey into the Nerd Cave News. We get there eventually, usually a lot quicker than this, but we hope you're doing awesome. We've got Sony that we're going to be talking about. We're talking about on opening night live. We're talking about a ton of stuff. Yeah, yes, there is a buzz. Okay. Weird. Because I'm not getting anything, and Derek is like totally AWOL over here.
There we go.
Are you still getting a buzz, bro?
Yeah, I am.
What is going on over here?
Hold on, let me. Camera. There we go.
Okay, I'm turning that off. Y'all let us know if it's fixing. Think we're good now. Okay.
Sorry, accidentally. When I went to go unplug my mic, it took off the whole dongle, and I'm just like, bro.
I was like, Derek's done messed something up over here.
What else is new? Let me try just unplugging my mic again.
No, Amy says I think we're good now.
Okay.
So, Dan says I still hear buzzing. Let's see. Test. How about now? Maybe is my mic really hot? Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. The buzz is gone on my end.
The buzz is gone? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll take it, guys. We're going to move on to the gaming discussion this week. First up is Sony confirms the PS5 price has increased for the U.S. beginning today.
So starting today, every PS5 model in the U.S. is going up by $50. That means the standard edition jumps to $550, the digital edition to $500, and the Pro to $750. Ugh. Sony says the hike is due to tariffs and rising costs in a tough economy, and while it stings, it's not unusual. Microsoft and Nintendo have made similar moves recently. The good news is games and accessories aren't affected yet, and prices outside the U.S. aren't changing. if you've been thinking about buying a PS5, this is the last chance to grab one at the old price. Well, this story dropped yesterday, so now it's already too late. Retailers like Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, and Target still have stock at the lower price until the increase hits. Yeah, we knew it was coming. Xbox, Nintendo came out. Kudos to them. It's this before all this tariff stuff happened. They didn't talk about the price, and it's like, okay, we're gonna make it fair. It's still a little pricier, but it's still fair for initial fans. Xbox came out it feels like a month or two ago now, and said that their prices are increased, and now it's only a matter of time until Sony jumped into the fray, and now here they are. It's expected, and again, I know with everything like now, especially Sony, since they're based in Japan, we know like the costs and goods and services to get imported to make it is drastically gonna go up. I get it, but again, it goes back to the old discussion we've had. It's like this is just an excuse. I feel like they're blaming it on the tariffs is gonna which is a legit thing. It is legit. I'm not gonna say that they're outright lying to us, but I was listening to Kind of Funny. What was it, yesterday or this morning on their episode where they talked about the increase, and they were like, well, you think it's just going to be temporary, and then it never goes down. They were talking about the price of eggs. And the price of eggs, like now, yes, is it a little bit cheaper than when it during the avian flu? Yes, it's not like $12-13 like it was in some places, but it's not dropped back down to how cheap it was before either. It's like it's still a fairly you can't I haven't bought eggs in a while, but I know like $7-8 for a dozen eggs is woof. It's expensive.
Yeah, I don't know how expensive it is here because I don't buy eggs. Amy does all the shopping, so I have no idea how much eggs are. But Kind of Funny's over in San Francisco, so the prices are going to be crazy over there. But it is a good point where we're seeing things just raise up and then stay there.
Yeah,
and
whether that be corporations being greedy or what have you.
Well, and you think about Sony raising the price, Microsoft, Nintendo, all of them have raised the price now. And it was where we used to see a decrease in pricing and everything. And I looked it up, like Sony produces a lot of their stuff in Japan. They were producing a lot of their consoles in China, but they've shifted because of the tariffs and everything. But even Nintendo, they built factories in Vietnam, and that's getting hit with tariffs. That is the state of things, unfortunately. And Mike over on Kind of Funny today, he made a really good point. It's like we're past the halfway mark of this generation.
This is where you start to see decreases on some of the older models.
Yeah, so you normally see a slim version, which we've kind of seen as well, but we see decreases. But now it's like, oh, we're actually increasing it, and it's to me, it's like, where are we going to land for the next generation? Is it going to be, well, it starts out at $700, and that's when you start.
That was going to be my next point. Is going to be think about, because if this was a couple of years after the PS5, and I say a couple 2 to 3 years max after that, we could see, okay, maybe there'd be time to even this out and it won't be as expensive. But now that it's happened in 2025 and supposedly the next console generation will happen in the next 2 to 3 years, it's not out of the realm of possibility, especially now that the standard for both since at least the PS5 and the series systems, there's going to be 2 SKUs dropping. So it's not only a possibility that there's going to be the cheaper one, which is going to be probably $500-600, and then there's going to be the more the standard version, which is going to be $700. Maybe are we going to see our first $800 console? That's insane to think about. And now that raises the question, for me to you, Zach, is, do you think because of this, I'm sure they've already started getting specs together, blueprints together. There's already a bunch of rumors about the tech that they're building inside of it. I know there's not going to be dev kits for a while yet, but Do you think for maybe not all of the big, not all three big companies, but maybe for at least one, maybe two, or well, Nintendo just launched one, but do you think for
Mhm.
Microsoft and or Sony, do you think that this might push like their ideas for the console, like so they can fully, because they're like now, yes, they could fully do it, and it's like, eh, like because Sean, one of the quick hits, Sean Layden said made a statement saying that he thinks we've plateaued on tech. That's neither here nor there to get into right now, but do you think that this might delay, like they push it back to like 2028, 2029 or further? Like, do you think that this is going to be a longer console generation tail because of how expensive it is? And they're like, maybe they'll explore getting cheaper parts so that way they have a higher market of people buying it day one, because I know software is what keeps the system
Yep.
alive and is what gives the people the reason to buy the system. But if
Mhm.
the system is way out your price range, like $800, maybe more, who knows? But it's like, does it even matter? What it could have a bunch of killer apps, but if you can't even afford to buy the console, what's the point? So do you think they kick the can down the road to maybe find some cheaper parts, like not sacrifice the graphical prowess, but like someone like
Yeah.
the design tech, like to make it cheaper so they can cut costs somewhere to be consumer friendly as they can.
I think maybe yes. As we've stated on the show several times, they don't actually make their money off the hardware.
Right. They
The
already
soft
take they already take it off. They already take it at a loss as is.
So I think when you really get down to it, it's like, okay, is this the norm moving forward where tech hardware is going to be way more expensive?
Yeah.
You think about everybody, not everybody, but most people get a new iPhone every few years, you know.
Now you have to pretty much take a loan on the thing.
Yeah, and it's like you sign up and they're over $1,000. But
Hmm.
the way we don't have to pay that is we do plans or whatever.
Right.
Maybe that's something that starts happening. I don't know. I know
Maybe.
there's like Clarana and all of these like payment
Oh
systems, like
yeah,
you can
quad
do
pay,
all.
Klarna. So
Yeah, and
that's gonna
there's
that's gonna be GameStop's next thing. It's like, oh, you can put it on. We have year round layaway or like payment plans you could get on.
and like I trust me, dude, I've used Clarana for a few things,
Hmm.
and like there are things that are expensive that you want, or it's like, yeah, this like gaming consoles are not a must have. Let's just be honest. You know, like you having a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X or whatever it is, like if you don't have one, guess what? Your quality of life is not going to go down because you don't have one of these.
Correct.
You got to put food on the table. That's the thing people are going to think about. And I think the thing that's going to be a huge boon in this era of where consoles are about to get very, very expensive is Game Pass.
Ooh, yep.
And RTX just like had RTX, Nvidia just had this big launch talking about the Nvidia GeForce Now or whatever, their streaming service. And you literally can stream to your phone, to your Steam Deck, to your computer, all of this stuff from a 5080 graphics card. So you're getting high fidelity graphics.
Hmm.
And that right there, it's like, oh, I pay $20 and I can stream these games. And it's like I have this super beefy computer. You're going to see Game Pass and stuff like that grow even more because people can't afford to jump on these things. They can't
Yeah.
afford to just keep throwing crazy money. And yeah, it's like, oh, I buy this and I get it for like console generations have been way shorter the last,
Hmm.
two cycles. But it's like I would actually like longer cycles on the
Yeah.
tech.
Exactly, because again, Sean, I didn't read too much into the statement he made, but Sean Lane brought up a point. Is like that may just be his personal opinion. Like we see, what's that CES every year? They talk
Yep.
about is like pretty much the con for new tech and new hardware, just across all the board, not just in gaming. But he thinks we plateaued on tech, and I mean, I kind of tend to agree because like a lot of like the upgrades you see, like this mid-generation console refresh that we got, like with the PS5 Pro. I mean, even heck, even the PS4 Pro, to be fair, if we're being honest, not that big of an increase in terms of
No.
graphical prowess and whatnot. So I feel like we have, like, in terms of the gaming sphere, I do think we have plateaued on the tech. It's now more about the features. It is now about more like what adds to your gaming sphere rather than just what the box can do for you gaming wise. And you talk about the quality of life. It's not going to. Again, we've said it we've said it as often as we can. Do not FOMO is a real thing, but do not let it consume your life. Like, now, if you have the disposable income, go off. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and if you can still afford to pay your bills, but don't sacrifice it just because your best friend or whomever you like, your family member is like, oh, check this out, check this out, check this out. You got to get it, you got to get it. Don't give in to peer pressure. But I'm gonna get off my soapbox. But I do agree with you. I do think, especially, you see now, yes, when you see instances like the Switch with the last couple Pokemon games that have come out, the lack of power does hamper game
Yep.
production. And I know there are some devs saying that, like, oh, if it wasn't for the tech on PS4 or the tech on PS5 or Xbox, we wouldn't have been able to make this game. And I get it. Like, there's some ideas that you just need more powerful tech. I get
Mm-hmm.
that. But I do want to see a longer span, because too many times we've seen developers get caught in like developing a brand new game in a mid-generation swap, or like at the end of one generation at the
Yep.
beginning, and then they have to make sacrifices, cut creative ideas to be able to be like make like if you're a third party developer, 4 different SKUs. Both, like, so let's just take this current generation. People who are making games at the end of the PS4, Xbox One life cycle had to make different sets of files for PS5 and Series X and S. So, and even that, like, the S wasn't as powerful as the X, so you had to technically add in a fifth SKU to it if you wanted to have it run a certain way. So I do think that now, yes, there's still going to be people who make it at the end of the cycle, of course. But I do think giving it a longer cycle may give, especially now with development being so much longer because of the tech, and more expensive, like it gets more expensive for the gaming budget. I do think that having a longer cycle in between, like, maybe it doesn't have to be like 10 years, but like maybe instead of 7, do like an 8 or 9 year in between. And I think that would help out the devs a lot more and not put as much pressure. And then basically, like, they could express their creative juices more, rather, if they just focused on like 2 SKUs instead of 4.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you there because I know I bring up this a lot.
Mhm.
Anytime we talk about the console generations being too short, I think one of the best looking games on the original Xbox is actually James Bond from Russia with Love,
Right.
because it was at the very tail end of it, and they got every drop out of the original Xbox before we went
Mhm.
over to the 360. And I think about that game quite often because it just looked really
Mhm.
good. It played really well. And this is like a third party developer that's just making this random James Bond game.
Mhm.
And if you like look at The Last of Us, The Last of
Yes.
Us was on the PlayStation 3, and it was at the
They
very
wrung out every drop of power they could on that thing.
and it's because they understood the tech intimately, and we're
Mhm.
not getting that now. We get to the end of a life cycle, and then we get the pros or whatever it is, and it's like, okay, now I've got to figure out how far I can push that, but then I need to
Mhm.
still be able to, like you were saying, the different SKUs. One thing that I think would be interesting to see, like how Xbox did with this generation, is if you had the Xbox One, you could play some of the games on your Xbox One that's on the Series X and
Mhm.
S. I think that might become a thing where it's like, oh, well, you have to have Game Pass, or you have to have PlayStation Plus, not just the essential, but you might have to
Mhm.
have a like that would be a way to do this, because again, like I said, the streaming side of things, it's no longer crappy. It's
Yeah.
becoming very, very reliable, which is exciting because I I like streaming games,
Mhm.
and it's just a great way to try things out, or it's like, oh, I want to play something on Game Pass, but I want to play it on my Steam Deck.
Right. And
You
I'm
know,
telling you, who's sitting pretty right now is like, you brought it up, but it's Phil Spencer. He's just now, obviously, he couldn't have seen this coming, this
yeah,
type of thing coming, and they made this decision years ago. But it's like, oh, anything like within the last couple of years, especially, it's like you could stream it anywhere. Like if it's got a screen, you can stream Game Pass
this is
games
an
on there.
Xbox.
And right, exactly. And he's sitting there just like holding his suspenders, and he's like, ah, yes, we were ahead of the game, and now people who can't afford to buy consoles can still I do wonder how much of an increase this will lead to Game Pass subscribers. Now, of course, people with PCs are just sitting here like, all we got to do is buy new drivers, new graphics cards, whatever, cool, we're fine. But for the console people, like, again, I do want to know how much this will increase the subscriber base, and I wonder if Phil Spencer's like, man, we got a bailout on this one. Maybe we can make more money than we need, or than we wanted to, or expected to, rather. And now I wonder if this forces Sony's hand and basically to try. Now, obviously, they said they'll probably still not do certain things like put first party games day one on PlayStation
Yeah.
Plus, but I do wonder if this will force them to alter their PlayStation Plus to be more like Game Pass, to where it's like more readily available for streaming. It breaks the PlayStation barrier of entry. It just says, all right, you got a smartphone, you got to download this app, and then you can stream PlayStation Plus, just sign in with your PS login, all that kind of stuff. I know they have iterations of that, but it's not one pound for pound the same as Game Pass, I feel like, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this will force their hand to basically switch strategies, or at least start turning that corner to, because maybe they're expecting this is like, because they were the last ones to do this price increase. So I wonder if they're forced their hands like it. And I don't think it's not just going to be a switch you flip overnight. And Xbox, they weren't even at this point. They had to build over the last couple of years to get to where they are now with their availability. But I wonder if by the PS6 or whatever they call the next PlayStation, they'll integrate that service. Like, hey, we understand that our system may be too expensive at this point for some people, so we offered you another option, and this is our now PlayStation Plus streaming service that you can stream anywhere that has a device.
Yeah, because we had PlayStation Now on the PlayStation 4, and
Right.
then they
Killed it.
They killed it and everything. And Phil Spencer and everyone around him has made great decisions, because like doing the whole like collaboration,
for the company, not for their studios.
Yeah, doing the collaboration with like Samsung, where you can play, like it's automatically like Xbox xCloud is on Samsung TVs. We literally have some Samsung TVs at work, and I literally could bring my Xbox controller in, sign in, and start playing on the TV in my studio. And it's like, that's pretty dope. So they're definitely positioned. Sony is not, and I know Sony is. They're looking at themselves as like, we're at the top right now, but like, how long can you stay at the top when you're dealing with kind of antiquated systems?
And you're pretty much pricing out a lot of your customers as well.
Yeah. So it's like, being completely exclusive. They're talking about that and everything. So
if this was Jim Ryan, he would pull a Don Matrick. Is like, if he were still there when the PS6 dropped, like, well, fortunately, if you're too expensive, we have a cheaper option. It's called the PlayStation 5. I could see him saying that. I'm just like, God, I'm just so glad he's gone. Anyway, that's a side note.
Just a few comments I want to get to. Dan said, glad I already got my PlayStation 5. Thanks to Zach. You're welcome, buddy. Glad I could help you out. And thanks to Derek, I got my PlayStation 5.
You would have gotten one. You would have gotten one eventually,
Yeah.
But just be glad we already got ours now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Michael says, industry is making it hard for gamers on a budget. And I feel like that is most normal Americans. Everybody's living on a budget, unless you are, born with a silver spoon, not even in your mouth.
Baby.
Yeah, you're like, somehow you've gotten tons of expendable cash. You're living in luxury. You're not having to worry about things. everybody's living on a budget. And the
Yep.
people that are in those positions and they don't live on a budget, they eventually won't have that money unless they're,
Right.
think about the Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts. They were
Yeah.
both extremely rich. And as time went on, the Rockefellers were able to manage their money, and generations past them are still able to enjoy that wealth. And the Rockefellers within like 3 generations ran out of money because they didn't handle their money well.
Yeah.
But
You mean
that's
the
neither here nor
Vanderbilts?
huh.
Which, because you said the Rockefellers twice.
The Rockefellers managed their money well. The Vanderbilts did not, so they ran
Got
out of
you.
money.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you for keeping us on track on there. Joe says, I haven't got one yet. It's never going to be in a good price range for me. I feel like it eventually will, but you might have to like find one like that's
Secondhand.
aftermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facebook Marketplace, my friend. Facebook
I'll say,
Marketplace.
if you don't have about say PS4s, I think they said at GameStop, I didn't fact check this, or like maybe $200 if that. So I mean,
I think he's
it'll
talking about
eventually.
PS5s.
Well, I know PS5s, but I'm just saying, like, it'll eventually
Yeah.
get. You'll have to resort to that, just waiting a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But I will say this generation has been kind of lackluster in the gaming side of things.
Correct.
Just like because there's not been a ton of new games. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it has been
Sequels.
sequels and all of that. Um or just I literally found one for $450. $250 for a PlayStation 5.
Wow.
Works great. Discless edition, new controller, HDMI is a little loose. Could be just my cheap cord. Works great. Make offer, open to trades. Just looked at the kids. Just looked at it. Kids knock the dust cover. Whatever. I'm just reading the description. It looks a little beat up, but $250 if it runs. You know,
Yeah.
just saying. Another one, $200. So go on Facebook if you want to get a
Just
cheap.
right. Say, just be careful, because there are a lot
Yeah,
of people like to scam.
yeah. You make sure that it runs. It not just turns on. That it runs a game, and
Mm-hmm.
like make sure the controllers work and
Make
all of
sure
that
it
kind of
ain't
stuff.
infested with roaches.
Yeah. I see those TikTok videos, somebody like cleaning a PlayStation 5 and they open it up and it's just like, oh God. Like that boy got roaches in his apartment.
Right.
Oh, well, we beat the dead horse on that one, guys. It's time for our mid-roll ad. And this ad is brought to you by the Nerd Cave News. You should go right now and hit the subscribe button and listen to us right here on YouTube, because I'm going to be honest, guys, I have not been posting this podcast on any other podcast services because guess what? I'm freaking busy. Just like you're freaking busy.
And now that you got this freelance gig, you're busier.
Yeah. And let's just be honest. Kevin, my God, Kevin.
Not Kevin Coelho. We're kind of
No.
funny. Our Kevin.
Yeah, our Kevin.
We have to disclose that now.
Yeah. Kevin has been as useless as a knot on the lock. Okay. I didn't even give him my new address because I didn't want Kevin around. Okay. I forgave him. I let him come back into the fold after he embezzled, $12.50 from us, from Patreon. And we're here. Okay. So guys, follow us here. This is where the podcast lives, is on YouTube. It's the second largest search engine in the world.
Yeah.
It's actually the largest podcasting platform in the world now.
That's awesome.
So
didn't think you'd say that a while. It was years ago, right?
No. Beating on Spotify. All right, guys, let's talk about Gamescom. I feel like I'm beating dead horses all over the place. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Feels like World War I, where there's like so many dead horses.
Or Ghost of Tsushima Act 3.
Don't even.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Okay, so approximately 8 million horses, mules, and donkeys died in World War I.
Wow. That's okay. And there we have Zach's random fact of the night. And now you know.
And now you know. Also, if you want to learn more about World War One or the Great War, as they would call it, there's a channel called The Great War. It goes literally day by day through the whole entire war. They
Wow.
went for 4 years, from 2014 to 2000. No, they did it like 100 years apart, where it would be like line up to where the war ended and everything. It was really cool. Go watch it. It's great. But anyway, Gamescom 2025 highlights. Let's talk about this bad boy. A lot of stuff here. And I
We got a
also
bunch
want
of
to,
trailers for you.
Derek, did you watch more than just the trailers on this?
No, I haven't watched any of the trailers. I just posted them, to be fair with you.
Okay,
So
cool.
we'll be watching it for the first time.
Okay, so we're giving you the quick and dirty, but it's going. Trust me. I watched opening night live. Jeff Keighley does a great job, y'all. I'm not
He
saying
does.
that, but Gamescom is never where you're getting like the most.
Yeah, it's gotten bigger in over the last like 10
True.
years, obviously, but because it used to just be like, what's the one in September? It's the Japan. It's
The
what
Tokyo
is it
Game
called?
Show.
Thank you, Tokyo Game Show. Where it's now that's more of a niche thing, and there's certain genres that'll only show up there. But Gamescom used to just be it comes and it goes, and then it started gaining bigger like premieres or like first looks, like deep dive gameplays, and people started taking it as serious. Like obviously, it's not going to be on the same level as E3 in its heyday or Summer Game Fest is now, but I mean it's not a bad. It's a solid B tier convention.
It would be nice to go because you actually get to play games there.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, they have a ton of games like on the floor, kind of like how E3 used to be. But
Right.
that all being said, we're going to show you the best trailers from the event. So strap in. Here we go.
We got 10 of them.
We got 10 of them. Derek went in and he found the 10 best. And you're not going to have to listen to people talk for a really long time other than us randomly. But first up, and I was not expecting this. This was like close to the end of the show. Black Myth Zhang Kui.
Zhang Kui.
There you go. Is the next project from the Black Myth Wukong studio. So let's check out this new trailer. It's all about bells, y'all.
Brother, help me here.
Brother.
I'm trying. It's on me.
Give me some oats, brother.
Look at that belly of yours. Where's the mountain? Hey, you're falling fat, losing again. Drop that codswallop. Master will take us back, as long as we keep that mountain in her heart. Hey. No scolding, no flogging, life spared. Why risk going back?
Why do they sound like
food on our
Acme?
table and
Right. Oh. It's a big scary. All right.
That's a big old sword.
Yeah. It's a Tigray.
Man, look at the water like beating in the hair.
That's crazy.
Oh, that looks so good. Like, is he our new main character? Or is it... No, it's somebody riding him.
Huh. Looks like Gandalf. Or no, Ganondorf. Excuse me.
Ganondorf. I was like, I don't know about Gandalf, bro. Okay. All right.
Not much to go off of, but still, like, obviously, it's just good to know that they are continuing this saga. Like, obviously, we talked about it ad nauseum last year when it came out, and it's the beginning of this year. Like, that Black Myth Wukong just killed from the moment it came out. I think it came out August of last year, so just killed it. There hasn't been a Souls-like rival that actually gives Dark Souls like that whole like From Software genre a run for its money. I don't think ever. Honestly, there's been plenty of imitators, but nothing that comes close to what FromSoft has been able to do. And Black Myth said, "Hold my beer," and now they're doing it. They killed it, and now they're already got it. Now, whether this is like a Elden Ring Night Ring. What was the expansion that they did just last year? Elden Ring.
That was Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Yeah. I wonder if this is going to be a Shadow of the Erd Tree size game, or if this is going to be just like the next actual sequel. Who knows? Because they didn't say this was DLC. They didn't say this was an add-on to the game. So I'm wondering if this will be a Shadow of the Erd Tree like thing, where it's not maybe as big, but they just keep the quality the same.
Yeah, like just to give everyone kind of understanding, if you don't know, Black Myth Wukong within 3 days sold 10 million copies, 18 million within 2 weeks, 20 million within 1 month, and by January 2025, it hit 25 million copies sold. And for a brand new game, that is insane.
Exactly.
And like I still see some people play it here and there, but like when it came out, people were
it's like what Expedition 33 was when it dropped,
Yep. Welcome, Ohio player. Hope you're doing well. I do think the dude on the tiger is our main character, which is,
I think so.
Say the name, Derek.
Zhong Kui.
Yeah. So, Son Goku, way easier to say because, this Kakarot, he's based off of it and everything. But hey, I'm glad they're doing it. Get after it. Let's see if we can, hey,
if it lives up to what the first one did, if it can rinse and repeat, you might start saying that they might give From Software a run for their money.
See, if there's actual competition, not just people that are just doing the same thing, it's going to make From Software be even better because they're getting challenged, and creatives like to be challenged. They like to be pushed. They want to keep pushing the envelope and not just making the same stuff. So keep doing what you're doing. It's game science, right? That makes keep doing what you do in game science. I'm proud of you. Next up is Silent Hill F. We get a new look at this. And of course, guys, just know that some of these do have lots of gore and blood and some language.
Graphic stuff. So hide your kids.
Yeah, hide your wife, all that good stuff. So here we go. Silent Hill.
Target 1 to HQ. We haven't found a suspect at the scene. Chances are good, but it's still no one. You better consider it. Over.
I just love the bloody hype down there.
Right.
Exercise extreme caution.
Just lots of pools of blood, everybody.
Nothing. A normal day.
I wonder if it's Silent Hill Forte, because that's like the Forte symbol,
right?
And laid claim to my soul. In turn, I shall save your souls by claiming the life of your old self.
All right.
What's that? What is this place?
Spooky.
This way.
I better get going.
I do like the blue lamp dude, not gonna lie. So far, watch, he's like,
oh god! We got them. No.
When they change the camera angle like that, it's about to.
Oh yeah.
An extraordinary day isn't always good.
Surprise!
With that in mind, today's a bit too extraordinary.
Is it catching on fire?
So this is where you are. I wondered where you had gone. You need to start getting ready. It's time to say your goodbyes. You're going to kill them. With your
Oh.
own hands.
All right.
with your own
What's
hands.
going on?
Dang, girl got
It's
beat
coming
up.
home too. The halls, the doors, everything's changed.
It's like if they didn't escape the cursed house in Dandadan.
Yeah.
No. Nope.
Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is
This is
Patrick.
Just die.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Forte. This is Silent Hill Forte.
It must be hard for you to bid farewell to childhood friends.
Yes.
Does bid farewell mean that they're...
It had to be done.
Killed
As
him.
soon as I could.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Woo! All right. Derek, thoughts on Silent Hill Forte?
This definitely nails, like, I feel like this, I don't think Konami does this. I think it's more Capcom, but this gives me more of like without the camera, Fatal Frame vibes, you know, just
Yes,
because that's
yes.
so I feel like this without Fatal Frame without the camera, and it's probably mainly because of the Japan setting, but the
Mhm.
whole like aesthetic with like the modern look of like the schoolgirl outfit, but it feels like old Japan and certain when you look at certain like just the setting, like yes, obviously we got this was like introducing the English, you know, voice cast of Silent Hill, but we got better looks at you know the game. I feel like you know because it wasn't as much gameplay, but the last trailer wasn't either. But we got a better look at the setting, more of a feel for like you're going mad. Like I want it like again, like you see that other version. She sees that other version of herself and talking about how it had to be done and all that. So it's like, okay, are you slowly descending into madness? Like, is this going to be a? Obviously, they remade two, so I'm not going to spoil it. But this is a it's not spoilery thing, but the whole twist from Silent Hill 2, is this going to be akin to that type of deal where I'm not going to get into it because they remade it, but I don't know. I think they nailed the vibe, the look of the game. So I'm intrigued to see more. Probably not a game because I've never played a Silent Hill game. Probably not a game for me.
Yeah.
But I will keep, I hope it does well because I know Silent Hill. I know they just did the remake last year. They talked about, I think earlier this year, we talked about how they're going to remake the first game now as well, but they haven't had a new entry that was successful in a very long time. So I think if this sticks the landing, this will be a huge win. I hate that it's a win for Konami. It would be a win for Konami, but again, if David Hayter can forgive them at this point, I think we all can forgive them. But this franchise needs a win at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And with it, like just being this really atmospheric, like I want to see more of like, why is she in this position? Like, how did she get there? I'm not huge on like the horror game stuff as much as I used to be.
Right.
But this one does look very interesting. It might be a little bit too much scary for Zach. I'm just saying, but
no, man, stream it in the dark.
No, I'm good. I'm good. But let's move on to Onimusha. We got a new trailer for Onimusha, and let's take a look. She's
Okay.
hungry.
Where are my manners? Hello there,
Hello.
Sunlight.
Like it feels like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Something like this was right under the city.
Okay.
Like,
What fearsome power!
is it more hack and slash, or is it like,
Righteous. And
A
after
counter
everything
system.
you and your own
yeah, is it like
put him through,
Souls-like?
Yeah.
were you feeling left out? Here,
Okay.
I'll show you something to cheer you up.
Oh, nah.
It's like baby faces with tentacles.
And they can multiply. No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Why we always gotta have like some weird face on these things?
Japan, man.
I'm terribly sorry.
At least it's not like the face stealer from Avatar.
Right.
You know, if you smile, he's able to steal your face.
Yeah.
Like, I think my biggest thing is because there's so many Souls-like games, is this
Gonna join the fray, and I
joining
feel,
the fray?
I feel like they will have some elements of that in here just to differentiate, just to make it stand out more, because that is the popular genre. But I don't think they're going to go full bore with it because they know what brought it to the dance in the first place. I feel like they still want to keep the aesthetic of Onimusha, but just give it a little bit of newness to it as well, to bring in like as many players as possible. Like the more players it appeals to, the more that'll sell for them. So because they haven't, I forget when the last Onimusha was, but I know it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, again with the like. Silent Hill was scary. This one was just creepy, like in an unsettling way with the enemies. Like it wasn't like scary, but it was just like some of the designs, like, and maybe that was what that's what they were going for. But when I saw it slice in half, then they regenerate like a Hydra, and they're like, nope, I'm out. Nah, I don't do that. not because it creeps me out, just because I don't like to deal with those types of enemies in video games.
Yeah. So I looked up over on Google. Gemini has put together a little answer to our question: is Onimusha Way of the Sword Souls-like? It responded, no, Way of the Sword is not Souls-like game. The director and previews have confirmed it's not. It is a different experience from games like Sekiro and Nioh, and lacks the genre's signature high difficulty and focus on environmental storytelling in a dark fantasy setting. Instead, it is described as a samurai action game with a different pace and challenge level compared to Souls-like. Mm-hmm. So that, to me, is like, okay, I might actually try this game just to, see, because I've never played an Onimusha game, but because it's not Souls-like, I'm definitely down to clown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody is like, I was just thinking of, is it Ko or whatever, the face stealer? Thank you. I'm glad everybody's enjoying my Avatar references tonight. The face stealer still haunts me. Yeah. In the Kyoshi book, he shows up as well. The first Kyoshi book, the face stealer shows up. But that's neither here nor there. Everybody's like, why is Zach on Avatar? Apparently they're coming out with a new show as well.
Yeah.
I saw the art. I'm like, I don't know. This art doesn't look as good as the others. It looks a little rushed. But you know what doesn't look rushed, Derek? Freaking Ninja Gaiden 4.
Correct.
Let's check this.
They let this thing simmer.
Yeah, it's simmer. It's got that depth of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
That flavor's blood.
Since ancient times, the Hayabusa and Raven ninja clans have fought to keep peace, with the Hayabusa clan in the spotlight. But your clan, the Raven clan, has always had a secret motive.
Thanks. I owe you one, Hayabusa.
Okay.
Heavy resistance from the DDO. We're all counting on you, young.
That looks so cool.
It does. Oh man.
Dang.
Okay.
Holy crap, dude.
Giacomo,
metal.
Just focus on the hostiles for now.
Understood. Stop this madness.
Whoa.
Stay away from the Dark Dragon seal.
Nah, I don't think I will.
Go back home to your little raven nest.
Dude, you got one arm. What you got?
I don't know. That's what we said about the boss in Jedi Survivor.
You truly
True.
think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon? Prove it.
The very fiend that resurrected the Dark Dragon years ago. Even a mortal such as yourself has heard of me?
LeBron James.
Okay. Oh.
Insect.
Oh!
Okay, we got a big old hammer too.
Please, don't kill him. The whole world's at stake.
Play it day one with Game Pass.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That definitely makes me like way more excited for this.
Yeah. It looks
Derek,
so dope, man.
it looks
That-
so good.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
especially when we got to like the fighting right in here, like I was
Mhm.
like, okay, all right. Especially that big dude he takes down, but like it just
Like-
looks so cool.
Right, like right here, like just tearing him up, like twisted his torso after slicing it off. Like that's just craziness, man. Like
Yeah.
they definitely use the time, that they, I know it's Platinum Games that did it, but Platinum is known for their action style and like they like even the games that were bad, like when rushed under when they were like partnering with Activision and whatnot, like the Transformers game and
it was a TMNT.
Yeah, but the action was still flashy. It was like still some of the best parts of those games. So they've just nailed it down, and you see the imprint in this game, like just labor of love. And I feel like if they can nail it and make it a good story as well, because I forget, I know Ninja Gaiden 3 came on the 360, right? And like was the last time we saw it.
I think you're right. It might have been Black. Ninja Gaiden Black.
But still, like regardless, like it's been a while for Ninja Gaiden. So again with Silent Hill, if this comes back with bluster and bravado and it sticks the landing, like especially with Onimusha too, like all these franchises coming back or like making new entries is just like it will. I know we talked about at the beginning of the year or beginning of the show, like it's not been a great for new idea games, but still like these old franchises that haven't made a new entry in a while, like not including remakes and whatnot. These coming back, I think, still hits the mark rather than just like doing a sequel like Black Ops 7 after 6 just came out. You know what I mean? Like it just hits different.
Yeah, and you were correct. 3 was the last one. It was in 2012.
Wow,
Black was
years.
in 2005.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I do remember, I think it was a 2 Sigma or whatever it was that they did port over to the 360s. But
yeah, and we did get Black as a remake in the last year. So a lot of cool stuff.
Year, I think.
Yeah. And then again, we're getting this on Game Pass, which is going to be pretty dope, y'all.
Yeah, October.
Pretty dope.
Zach's month of October is going to be filled with samurai and ninjas.
Ninjas and Sandies. We got a first look at Ron Gilbert's Death by Scrolling, and this is our indie pick. Well, Derek's indie pick. Mine would have been the train that's skateboarding, but I don't remember this one, so let's check it out. Death by Scrolling.
Death is the least of your problems.
Okay.
Death by
Scrolling.
Doomed hero.
Even
with their own perks. All equally doomed. Okay. One fight loop and don't stop because that's where he's waiting.
Oh.
So
it's kind of like the game where you would like go down the hill on Microsoft computers back in the day, and then the Yeti would like come out and like eat you. It's kind of like Vampire Survivor,
right?
As well.
And they'll pay the ferryman easy, right? Nope, never easy.
Okay. It's a pretty cool little game.
Yeah.
Or be stuck in purgatory.
Forever.
I was not expecting that. That looks pretty cool.
It had a nice little mechanic where it's like, like you doom if you let the screen go up too much. So I mean, that's the hook that got me. That's what I was like, okay, we haven't seen, because I know that like those are few and far between. I remember a game back in the day that kind of had the same thing where if you maybe it was like a Mario, maybe I'm thinking of the sun level of Mario, where if you let it get too close to you, I don't know, but I know it's like few and far between that we see that. So, but I mean, again, the up down instead of like the side to side. So it's a really cool niche mechanic. So that's why I did that as my indie pick.
I like it. I
felt like that would speak to you as well, Zach. Like it's like this also feels like a Zach type of game.
It does feel like a Zach game. So this is the description to answer Joe's question. Is it a roguelike? This is the description over on Steam. It says, welcome to Death by Scrolling, a roguelike vertical scrolling RPG set in the chaotic depths of purgatory, now under new management. Choose your character, each with unique perks and abilities, and race upwards through the endless levels, battle bizarre monsters, dodge death itself, and collect gems to pay the ferryman's exorbitant fee, 10,000 gold. With each screen inch upward, time is never on your side. Outsmart the Grim Reaper. Grab power-ups, complete quirky side quests, and shop from vendors mid-run. Stay alive, pay your dues, and maybe, just maybe, you'll cross the river.
Maybe.
Just maybe.
Yeah. Sounds easy, right?
Yeah, sounds easy. I like it. One thing that I was not expecting to see at this was a reveal of an anime.
Correct.
And I was like, okay, wow, very interesting style. But Sekiro No Defeat gets a trailer reveal of the anime adaptation of the beloved From Software title. So let's take a look at this.
Next year on Crunchyroll, baby. Okay.
Like there's beauty in it, but it's like harsh at the same time.
Right.
Very interesting. It's giving me kind of like 90s vibes in a way, too.
For sure. Okay.
He ain't got no head.
Oh, okay.
He was just hungry. He needed some iron in his diet.
Get out. I'm mad because I didn't think of it first. But
Derek, what do you think? Are you watching it?
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. I know it's coming out next year. I wonder when this would be a great spring lineup, because I think the winter is getting a little too full for me. The winter lineup is, because I mean, I'm looking at all the stuff ending or coming that I would watch in winter, and it's like, man, where am I going to fit this in at? And then so this would feel like a great spring edition, or whenever it comes out. But I wonder if this is like their bridge to buy time to the next game, because I know they partnered with Activision on this, so I don't know how like the rights would be to if they were to do another one, and maybe not partner with Activision. But I wonder if this is a bridge to stall time, if to try and maybe like see if like there's still a fan base, like if a lot of people want, if this gets like tons of views, it's like, all right, maybe we explore, maybe we don't do the Bloodborne thing and explore maybe doing a sequel to Sekiro. So because we've gotten 3 entries in Dark Souls, we've got 4th if you want to include Demon Souls in it, as a prequel, and then we've gotten, now I know it's a multiplayer, but 3 entries in Elden Ring. So but there's still franchises that they could still use or make a sequel, because I know Sekiro won Game of the Year. So it's like, it's kind of almost criminal that they haven't gone back to that world and done a sequel or like something with it. So maybe this is that bridge to appease fans, or maybe this is them saying is like, hey, maybe we can't get rights to do a sequel with Activision, or them like play ball with us, but we can do an anime, we can do other forms of it. So But this is cool. I think it's a great way because Sekiro came out in 2019. It's been 6 years at this point. I think this is a great way to remind fans of that world and introduce a new medium to that world as well. I do wonder how obviously it's an adaptation, like a I can't remember. I don't know the turn of phrase I'm thinking of right now, but I wonder how close to the video games, because we saw great action in it, but it's like obviously the boss may not have a second stage, but the whole shtick with the main character was, shadows die twice, where you got a second chance to kill the enemy before you got permadeath and had to start over. So I wonder if that will be a thing in the anime as well. Like, again, like we all know, like the From Software bosses have multiple stages when you're fighting them. Obviously, I don't expect that in this, because then that would just be a little silly in that point. But I do wonder if the shtick with the main character will play out in the anime.
Potentially. Only time will tell on that, Derek. But I think if this is handled right, the story is good, we will see a lot of people jumping on, streaming, playing this. We'll see a surge in sales. And like, if you look at how Castlevania has done with its anime, a lot of people got interested
Last
in
of Us
it.
did with the live action show.
Last of Us, even
Fallout.
with Arcane, with like League of Legends and everything. Like these shows, like gaming companies are understanding, oh, this is Fallout. My God, like how many people jumped into Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 because of the Fallout show? It's like, this is definitely the wave of the future, is to have good tie-in media, and using anime as a way to do that, I think, is hitting a demographic that would be well served in that area. But let's move on, everybody, to our next one. I thought I had got this one, but I didn't, Derek. I'm going to be honest, but I got it now. I don't think this is the first look at Indiana Jones and the Great Circle DLC, because we saw that at Summer Games Fest, but this is our next look at.
Well, it was
DLC.
a short teaser trailer. I think this is more of a fleshed out trailer.
Gotcha. Well, I'm excited about this because that game is pretty good. I need to go back and finish it, because apparently I'm close.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently I'm close, so I need to go back and finish it. So here we go. As we swap this out, you're not seeing any of this. This is all behind the curtain, everybody. Here we go.
Okay.
What do you know about the legend of the Nameless Crusader?
Fierce warrior. Fought in the siege of Antioch, 1097 AD. Very tall, like a...
Troy Baker's such a good Indiana.
Pope Paul IV had an item of this crusader in his possession, his helmet.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I see the helmet, I'll leave it exactly as I found it. Sound good?
Nope.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Giant
right.
Guardians. Their roots go way, way back. Worshipped by the Mithras cult.
I can't believe you dare to investigate this.
I dare everything.
Nope.
Indiana's favorite.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Yeah.
It says Semper Vivus. Always living.
That's not very good.
Not dead. He's not in a tomb.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
September 4th. Nope. Of course. Nope. Oh, is this going to be? That was the big thing. So it's their first Microsoft's first foray in like a big game into the Switch 2.
That's pretty dope.
So
like I'm down for this. I like I said, I need to go back and finish the main game.
I was going to ask because you've played it way more than I have. I know we played it. I know we both played it, but beginning of the year, but I know you've gotten farther. Like, what does this do for you? Like, I know very much mystery, intrigue. I'm always down for that kind of thing. Like, I never want to be a part of it, but the occult stuff always like it tickles my fancy in terms of intrigue because it's like, all right, how much of fanatics are you?
Yeah. Well, this plays into a big theme, a thread that is in the main game because we do have like the giants, which Tony Todd was like the main giant that we saw in the game.
Right.
So like this going a little bit further, diving more into that because like the original game is like on the Great Circle and all of this, but this I feel like is going to dive more into this cult, this sect of like the giants and all of that, which I think is going to be cool because I think that was probably my favorite part of the game. The Great Circle, I'm like, whatever. But I was like, I want to know more about the giants. So like following that up, I think that's going to be really, really cool. I can't wait for it to come out.
So when do we see Atreus?
I don't know.
I'm kidding. That's a God of War joke, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe we see Agrabota. You know, they put a snake and then the snake slithers out and then, you know, timey-wimey and then he's a big snake.
You know.
And everybody's like,
I do want to know what that noise was at the end of the trailer though. I was like, that's never good.
No, when you get that deep laugh and all that, and never a good time. And never a good time. Apparently I don't have that one either. So we'll come back to it.
Get it together, Zach. Come on now.
You know. Resident Evil Requiem gets a new terrifying story trailer focused on Grace Ashcroft. Again, this is graphic, so just know that before we play this. So here we go. Resident Evil Requiem.
Come on. You have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Looks like she's like
right. She was like Tony Starking it, like
yeah.
It's really coming down hard.
Mom, phone.
You can't get it yourself. You grown, right?
That girl.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Run.
Who was it?
Dunno.
This girl has no survival skills.
Nope.
Rude. What the?
They're coming.
They coming for you.
Grace, we need to go.
Go where?
Here we come to
Mom,
get
what's
you.
going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
Shh. We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
It's like
she's that typical computer nerd who has no like awareness of the real world.
Now is not
well, she's also like a teenager, so there's all this angst and everything.
Yeah. Boom. Stars.
Stay close.
What's
Come on,
that?
wait.
This looks so dope.
Grace.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Oh, who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find
Something right about the guy. Yep.
You know, if I was the girl with the gun,
Come on in.
I would have popped him in the head. Just saying.
Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out.
I'm gonna need you to get your crap together, Grace.
Right.
I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days.
Nah.
Grace, please know that you are my hope.
The facial animation is a little off right there.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Just, I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of
about
our
to leave
stuff.
me.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
What happened?
Mommy doesn't make it.
Wolf.
Mommy doesn't make it.
Oh boy.
She gets killed. Mommy doesn't make it. It looks cool. Other than that, like weird facial animation where she's like, it's like, but like it's supposed to be like, I was just like, all right, that's a little strange, but looks cool. Looks really scary.
The engine always delivers, man.
Yeah. Derek, would you play this?
I need to play at least the last two, like 7 and 8. I mean, I need to go through and play all the Resident Evils, obviously, but it looks dope. Like, I do want to play it like that, and like every time I see a new Resident Evil game or new iteration of Final Fantasy, like it's like maybe I'll start getting into the franchise, and then I just never do, and I'm just like, it's like I always appreciate what they're showing lately because I feel like both those franchises are just killing it. Like they really, like both Capcom and Square Enix just get it now at this point. But it's like I admire it from afar, but it's just like I have so much else to play.
Yeah.
Or like some stuff like the I know this is coming out in February, but it's like I gotta go see Yote on the horizon to play. Like that's gonna bide my time for a good little bit.
Yeah, Yote's gonna be the rest of the year once it comes out, pretty much.
Correct.
You know, so it's like that's all I really need. Yeah, that's all I really need at this point. I'm digging it. It's very interesting. I can't wait to see more of it. What is the combat? What are the villains and everything that we're going to be getting in that? I think that's going to be really cool. Next up is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. This was I was not expecting this. And it looks really, really cool. So I'm going
What got me was it has Arkham style combat. I'm like, let's go, brother.
I was like, that excites me. This is a very interesting Lego game that we get to see, and it's going to have difficulties. Like you can choose different difficulties because I know the Star Wars one that we got last year or a year before last, like it felt kind of kiddie.
It was longer than that.
Was it? The Lego
Skywalker
Star Wars
Saga?
Yeah, was it?
I feel like it was 22, 23.
Lego Skywalker Saga. Is it that long ago? 22. Holy crap. Time's just going on by.
Yeah.
So fast. So fast. All right, let's check this trailer out.
I'm just glad Lego games are back, man.
Same, dude.
My comfort games. Hi. I'm Batman.
Well, and the ducks.
I need to become more than
Tim Burton, the second one, Batman Returns.
Oh, that's
the penguin had like a big duck. Like rubber duck or whatever in that movie.
Got you.
This I think is super dope, where it's like an open world kind of deal.
You saw a little bit of it in Lego Batman 3.
Yeah. Dude, it just looks so good.
I'm Batman.
The Tumbler!
Why so serious? You want to get nuts?
Oh, that's dope.
I'm allergic to nuts.
Who's the man behind the mask?
There's so many references in here, y'all.
It is. Oh,
Arkham.
That's so cool.
The Batman here.
I got you!
Nope.
Donuts.
Okay.
It looks so cool. Like, that's definitely a...
You think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. Who put that there? I could have really hurt myself.
That's the illustrious Matt Berry playing Bane. Do you know who Matt Berry is?
I recognize the name. I just can't remember what he's done.
Who lives in the shadows?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. New York City. That dude.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope that we're getting Matt Berry as Bane. Derek, what did you think about it?
We back, baby. Let's go. Batman's back. Batman's back. Lego's back. Like, let's go. Like, this is the itch I didn't know I needed to scratch type thing. And I know there was rumors and hints last week that we reported on, like, but the fact that, and I should have remembered that opening night live was the following week. I'm like, okay, this is the time where stuff gets heavily rumored, and it's like, oh, the stuff gets out, but not fully out, unless you're Ubisoft. But this has been, like I said, I know we talked about it a couple of years ago that Lego wanted to do less is more type thing instead of just like that. They were never really an annual franchise, but they were like very like heavy turnover. Like, all right, within a year or two, the next game would be out, and it's like, let's focus more on making the games meaningful than just like plug and play type thing. Just insert whatever license we can acquire and make a game out of it. Like, I know they went from properties to like original stuff, like DC Supervillains, was an original property. Like, I know Lego Marvel Superheroes 1 and 2 were original. They were based on comic storylines, but they were their own thing. But they were like, let's take a step back. Let's see what we want Lego games to be in the future. Like, I know there was like a Lego racing game that they did. They did partner with Fortnite to do a mode for them. I know they partnered with Sony to do like a Horizon and do like a kind of an original story with that. Like it was a story of Horizon, but told in a Lego way.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad that Lego game, like we're getting a new Lego game, and it's like Lego Batman, like, and it's based on like the movies and like with Arkham sprinkled into it. So again, 2026, like obviously I know what I'll be playing whenever it comes out, unless they put a big Sony IP around the same time, then it's like I have to fight for it. Maybe I'll alternate.
Yeah. I love that there's going to be callbacks. There's going to be reference to a lot of things. In the announcement, they had a guy come out and he's like, this is going to be the definitive Batman story. They're going to be taking from movies, comics, games, and crafting like a full version of when Batman started all the way until he becomes the legend that he is today. Right. So from day one all the way forward. So and you get to choose which Batmobile that you're going to drive. Of course, we only saw the Tumbler and the Batmobile from the Batman, but I saw on IGN there was like the Bat Cycle or whatever that we're going to get. We're also getting different costumes. That we saw the Batman, but we also saw the 1989 Batman. We saw the like very old school Batman. So I think there's a lot of cool things that could be in this. A lot of awesome history and lore that we're getting there. We saw the Ace Chemical Factory where the Red Hood gang, which was where Joker comes from, and then getting dumped in the vat and then becoming the Joker. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's in this, and like as long as we get some cool moments in there, I'm going to be down the cloud, man.
Yeah. Wonder if they're going to make a reference to the animated series, the 90s
Dude,
animated.
I hope so. I hope we get that so bad, because the Batman the animated series is by far like that is the gold standard in my mind. That is Batman, and then everything else is just lore around him in my mind.
Right.
Last but not least, everybody, we got one last trailer tonight. Ghost of Yotei offers a new glimpse at its beautiful world and a tease of the return of Legends in 2026. So let's check out this trailer.
Let's go. Oh, when there's a song included, there's always going to be some interesting stuff. Oh?
Are you going to give me a lie?
Okay. Crackhead energy.
Yeah, we're gonna light you. We're gonna light you on fire, boy.
Right. You'll be burning eternally.
Looks so
oh my god, that's such a good shot right there.
Look at that, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, in the snow. Oh my god, that looks so cool.
Brother.
Smith's daughter. I watched that tree burn. How did you escape?
Same way. I survived every battle.
I'll say.
Thought of killing you.
Piss and vinegar.
Oh, the dog attacking?
Yeah.
The wolf or whatever?
Oh my god.
Ruthless spirits wandering the land, driven by vengeance.
Let's go.
Sometimes I feel like that is what I am.
Let's
there
go.
It is.
Let's go. Derek, we got to jump on Legends once it comes out.
This one I'll actually agree with you on. I'll give it a shot because it does have like I think it'd say it'd have like a narrative thread.
I like that. I like that.
So don't quote me on that, but I think I did remember seeing something along those lines. But
so a lot of cool stuff. You know, we didn't really get anything necessarily new in there.
Just
but
reminders like, hey, it's coming out soon.
It's coming out soon, and I'm gonna call it right now, Derek. People are gonna love the game, but they're gonna say, it's more of the same thing. That is going to be the critique of it. And I saw somebody on TikTok bring this up, and it's like we've gotten to this point where reviews are like they use that as a like battering ram against sequels. When it should be like what we got in the first game, but better, improved with some new gameplay mechanics, and that's it. If
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's like where we should be using it's more of the same thing is Call of Duty, Dynasty Warriors. Like it's these games that they have not innovated. Yeah, and that's when you use this is more of the same thing. You don't use that against like you can't knock so you can't knock a sequel by improving on what needed to be improved and then telling an amazing story. So I feel like that is going to be the knock against Yotei is that it is, the scenery's amazing looking, but it's more of the same thing.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, all right, if you're going to knock that, that's fine. but sign me up. I'm at the all-you-can-eat buffet for
Correct.
Ghost of Yote.
This just confirmed. This just cemented because I've been teetering with the idea of taking off, like taking vacation when this game comes out, and I think I'll start it on the day it comes out, obviously. But I think this just confirmed. I'm gonna put a request in because it's not a blackout time because it's beginning of October. So
you got just a little bit.
Yeah, your boy is gonna take about a week or so off and just be focusing on Yote.
Let's go, dude. I think I'm going to take probably that Thursday and Friday just to be able to enjoy it and everything. And maybe stream it here on the Nerd Cave.
We'll see. Only time will tell.
But I'm super excited, guys. I hope y'all are enjoying the stream. We've got one last section for the night. Tonight's been a little bit longer because it has been a bigger show. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe. Right now, we're jumping into the last segment, which we do each and every week because it is time for the Patreon quick hits. And what this is, there we go. The Patreon quick hits are brought to you by our wonderful patrons. Go support the Nerd Cave by getting your very own Nerd Cave membership to help us to continue to grow and make awesome shows like this one, Eat, Sleep, Anime, and all the other cool stuff that we do here. So become part of the ship, part of the crew by going over to patreon.com/nerdcave and join and pick the membership tier that fits best for your budget. Now, it's time for the quick hits.
First up, Sean Layden gets Dreamcast flashbacks when watching what Xbox has been doing. He also says we've plateaued on tech and feels hardware makers should make it cheaper and simpler. The Last of Us Online director reveals his new studio is working on a multiplayer project. We'll hopefully, without Jim Ryan's influence, they'll be able to make the game that they want this time around. Valve confirms PayPal has stopped processing Steam transactions in some countries as not safe for work. Game row continues. HP announces the Omen Max 45L gaming PC with heavy-duty cooling. New York Comic Con is set to host a Capcom Presents 90-minute panel, which is going to happen in October. Sony and PlayStation Productions reportedly working on the Last Guardian movie. To that I ask why. Like, game wasn't that great. We waited too long, and now they're doing a movie. Oh, okay, I guess. Sure. Why not? Throw it at the wall, see if it sticks. Mafia: The Old Country sales hit over 800,000 in 4 days, and nearly half of all the copies sold have been on PlayStation 5. Assassin's Creed 3 director says Ubisoft pressured their devs to flesh out games to keep the disc in the tray. CI Games says Lords of the Fallen 2 is its Empire Strikes Back, which was also, there's been rumors about the sequel, and they confirmed it at Opening Night Live as well. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection release date has been listed for October 30th. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is reportedly set to skip the Switch 2 at launch, which fine by me, I guess. Not everything needs to be put on if it can't run well. Following that, Black Ops 7 was developed in parallel to Black Ops 6, says Treyarch. This one is interesting, like as if we don't already have enough Battlefield news. EA reportedly wants Battlefield to become an annual franchise, and to that I say, don't do it. There's a reason people have been your betas have been super successful. Is that because you haven't done an entry in a while, and people were hungry for something different. And if you make it accessible every year and just rinse and repeat, it's not going to be as special. So don't do it. Don't fall for that trap. Sony may reportedly host a State of Play or PlayStation Showcase at the end of September. Assassin's Creed Shadows is 2025's best-selling new game so far, beating Monster Hunter Wilds and Mario Kart World. Shenmue 3 Enhanced has been announced as the most refined version of Ryo Hazuki's epic journey. Cloud Chamber lays off 30% of its staff as Rod Ferguson takes over leadership of BioShock 4 studio. However, this cause and result is delay. They came out and said that the game has been delayed further. Age of Empires 4 is the next Microsoft title to jump to PlayStation 5 and includes all expansions and will release on November 4th. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl hits the PlayStation 5 on November 20th. Where Winds Meet confirms its November 14th release date. High on Life 2 release date reveals delay to February 13th. Peak sells 10 million copies. The Last of Us Season 3 will be longer than Season 2, the showrunner confirms. The Asus confirms the ROG Ally X, or the Xbox Ally X, will launch on October 16th, but they are not talking about the price yet because due to the macroeconomic conditions, they are not talking about that yet, which is intriguing. So we'll see how that plays out down the road. Xbox hardware boss says, quote, "Who knows what the future entails?" Following a report the company had sidelined its first-party handheld plans. Hyperkin's DualSense-style Xbox controller is coming in October. Monster Hunter Wilds and Final Fantasy XIV collabs reveal new content coming this fall. World of Warcraft Midnight takes players back to a refreshed Quel'Thalas in the battle against the Void. 21 years after the original Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2 finally sets a release date of October 21st. However, this is where the scummy part gets in. They just confirmed that that Bloodlines 2 has locked 2 clans behind paid day 1 DLC. Why is that still a thing in 2025? Right. Like, I thought we were past that archaic way of thinking, and they like a phoenix from the ashes. Like, no, forget the fact this game has been delayed, like has troubled delays and development. Like, again, it's been 21 years since the original, and I remember when this was announced back before PS5 and Xbox Series X and S as a thing, and they just kept kicking it down the road because they need more development time, and this is the thing you land on. Like, this is not what fans want.
Mess around, find out.
Right, exactly. Warhammer 40K Dawn of War 4 is finally a reality. Bubsy 3D is getting a sequel almost 30 years later. Helldivers 2 is officially getting Halo ODST content, but its first Legendary War Bond is going to cost you. Rumor, Forza Horizon 6 could feature a Japan setting. Let's go. Halloween revealed by Ilphonic, the dev behind Friday the 13th, the game. Now, of course, they're not going to I think I didn't read too much into it. They didn't talk about multiplayer, but they did talk about how there's going to be a single-player mode, so probably expect more of a story-based game from them, but it's good that Ilphonic is getting back into that realm again. And lastly, Triangle Strategy Shadow drops for PlayStation 5 and Xbox with limited time 30% discount.
Friday the 13th was a good game. I enjoyed it.
It was. Too bad they had licensing issues and couldn't keep it up, but c'est la vie.
But there you go, everybody. That is the Nerd Cave News tonight. We hope that you enjoyed it. Let us know down in the comments below your thoughts on all the gaming news this week. We'll be back next week with more awesome content. We're going to start playing some Ghost of Tsushima in preparation for Ghost of Yote on October 18th? Second. Even better, guys. Even better. Something's on the 18th. I don't know. But we'll be back next week with more video game news. Derek keeps all the dates. He's my dates person, guys. He tries to. But we hope that you had a great time. We'll be back next week with more awesome content. This has been Zach
and Derek.
Y'all have a blessed week. Bye-bye.